Crocodiles and bears, two terrors that lurk in people's minds when they go outdoors. Will a crocodile grab you while you are swimming? Will a bear break into your tent while you're camping? But what happens when these two titans of the animal kingdom face off? Who is bigger, stronger, faster, and stealthier? Who is tougher and has better weapons? Who will come out on top and claim victory in this savage showdown? Watch until the end to find out. For this showdown, we will be using a Kodiak grizzly bear and a saltwater crocodile. So who is bigger? Kodiak bears typically weigh 1,500 pounds for a large male, with an average length of 6.5 feet and stand over 10 feet tall on their back legs. Saltwater crocodiles regularly weigh 2,200 pounds and are over 23 feet long. The saltwater crocodile is noticeably bigger, so much so that the fight may appear unfair. However, while size does matter, it isn't everything in a fight. So how does the grizzly fare in the other categories? In addition, the bear's height can give it powerful leverage over the crocodile. So who can use their body to control the other? Who is stronger? Kodiak grizzly bears can lift roughly 80% of their body weight, or around 1,200 pounds, roughly the weight of a small car. While the crocodile weighs much more than this strength would allow the bear to deliver powerful and potentially lethal blows to the crocodile, as well as move him, even if he can't lift him effectively. Kodiak bears also have a bite force of 1,100 psi. It is this powerful bite force that started the story that a bear could crush a bowling ball in its jaws. But how does the crocodile compare? The weight a crocodile can move is difficult to measure because they can't effectively lift, and a lot of times they drag their prey through water where their prey's movement is limited. But using their prey as a metric, since they often eat water buffalo, which weigh about 1,200 pounds, so we will say the croc can move around that much weight. Now, if you know anything about crocodiles, the bite force isn't even close. With saltwater crocodiles having a bite force of roughly 3,700 psi, the strongest recorded bite force on any living animal. So there is a tie in overall strength, with bite force giving the edge to the crocodile. However, this category could have easily been given to the bear, who could leverage his height to generate more force, especially with a downward stomp or swipe of his claws. So the crocodile has an edge in the first two categories, with the bear capable of leveraging its anatomy to potentially overcome these advantages. Next up, speed. Saltwater crocodiles can swim at speeds of up to 18 miles per hour for short burst and run at speeds of about 13 miles per hour shortly after bursting out of the water. Grizzly bears can swim at speeds of a little over 6 miles per hour and run at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. The croc is faster in water and the bear is faster on land, so who wins? This edge will be given to the bear since his edge on land is much greater than the croc's edge in water. In addition, the top speed of the bear exceeds the top speed of the crocodile, so if both were in their ideal habitat, the bear would be quicker. So, who is stealthier? Previously, we have determined this category with successful hunt percentage. This time, we will look at images of them in the wild and then discuss it. Kodiak bears have excellent camouflage, and if you didn't know one was there, you could easily miss it, or it could sneak up and rip your throat out. However, compared to a crocodile, their camouflage is laughable. Crocodiles have evolved this camouflage for millions of years, and it is so perfect, it hasn't really changed for millions of years. The bear just can't compete with that. Finally, we will examine who is tougher and who has better weapons. Crocodiles have notoriously tough skin, often claimed to even be able to stop a bullet. And while their skin is very tough, two things are worth noting. First, crocs have softer underbellies, allowing for a potential opening for the bear to seize. And secondly, and more interestingly, saltwater crocodiles have some of the least protective skin of any crocodile, relying more on their large size to protect them. In terms of weapons, crocodiles only have their jaws, which, as discussed above, can deliver one of, if not the strongest bite of any living animal. They use these jaws to secure their prey before either drowning it or ripping of pieces with a maneuver known as the death roll. How does the bear stack up? Bears have tough hide and dense muscle and bone, protecting them from attacks from wolves, other bears, and even smaller bullets. These defenses will help to limit the damage inflicted by the crocodile's massive jaws. The bear has several weapons. Its large jaws contain canines that are up to 4 inches long and capable of delivering bites that can crush and destroy the flesh of smaller prey items. They also have massive claws that can grow up to 6 inches, which can be swung with enough force to instantly kill a human, over 1900 psi. This force, combined with large paws and sharp claws, has the potential to even decapitate certain animals like deer. So who wins this category? The croc, with its massive, crushing jaws and death roll, or the bear with its jaws and powerful claws? This category was ultimately given to the bear since it has 2 methods to kill the croc and a dense build that would limit the effects of the crocodile's massive bite force. However, it is worth noting that either animal could kill the other with a single blow. A death roll from the croc, especially gripped on the bear's head, or a stomp from the bear could be instantly fatal. So, who will be the victor in this showdown? The Kodiak grizzly bear with an edge in speed, durability, and weapons, or the saltwater crocodile with an edge in size, strength, and stealth? Let's find out. The arena for this battle will be shallow water with dense vegetation, deep enough for the croc to swim and hide, but shallow enough for the bear to run and hide in the brush. The bear wades through the water, with the croc swimming just beneath the surface nearby. In a sudden burst of speed, the croc lunges out of the water at the bear who had wandered to close. It clamps its massive jaws on the bear's neck. The bear attempts to rear up but is unable to lift the crocodile's massive weight. In desperation, it tries to rear up again and takes a swing at the croc with its massive paws. The croc is knocked loose, tearing flesh from the bear's throat while suffering a gash in its side. Now the fight is on. The bear attempts to use its speed to get behind the croc, who is able to rapidly turn and defend. The croc is stuck on the defensive, unable to get near the bear due to its slower speed. The bear eventually gets behind the croc and takes a bite out of the croc's tail, before jumping back to avoid retaliation. The bear then takes a swipe at the croc's head. The croc reacts quickly and grabs the bear's paw before throwing its massive weight into a death roll and ripping the arm off despite the bear's tough build. The bear has suffered a critical injury and rears up to attempt and stomp the croc's head. When the bear comes down, it hits the croc's head, but is off balance due to its lost limb and slides, causing severe but not lethal damage to the croc's dense skull. The crocodile then leaps up and grabs the bear's throat before attempting to drag it into deeper water. The bear is unable to resist with only one front paw, and once in deeper water, begins to drown as the croc rolls, forcing the air out of the bear's lungs before ultimately decapitating him. The crocodile won this scenario due to its size and powerful bite force. However, had the bear landed a stomp or a solid swipe to the head, it could have also won this battle. But in this showdown of titans, the saltwater crocodile emerged as the champion. But let me know what you think would happen down in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next Savage Showdown.